It's week 4 of the 2027 season, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Bucs on Thursday night primetime.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Buccaneers, they're 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 54 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They're going to look to throw. Going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him in the 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He'll drop to throw. He's got Otten on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down near the 15. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, a run with Gainwell. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got Otten. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one taken in by Otten. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Buccaneers have it.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. up the middle. It's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They run it again with Chubb. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Chubb. Touchdown, Houston. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
York now for the extra point.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw.
Quick slant to Otten.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Second and 5.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Hard to believe that they could mount that long of a drive and come up with nothing on the scoreboard.
It can be disheartening, it can be frustrating, and can also cause some anger, because when that happens, that type of a drive, and you come up empty, you're really looking for someone to blame, and you start pointing fingers at each other.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator?
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
York now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now they'll run it on the toss. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They go up the middle with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 124 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 3. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to regroup next week as they